Welcome back to the show, folks. I'm the Beer Adventurer.
And I'm Lunchbox.
And we'll just get this out of the way. Whether the beer's good or not, you buy this beer because of the bottle.
Man, it's a cool bottle, too. It's sculpted to look like a Buddha. You put that on your shelf.
Well, now, here's the one problem that we have with this beer before we open it, try it, anything. The label and the cap say Lucky Buddha. But the sculpting on the back of it, which you may or may not be able to tell, says Lucky Beer. So, I don't know what the name of it is. I'm going to say Lucky Buddha because it says it up here. Now, this is imported from China.
Like everything else.
Yeah, like into California, like everything else.
California!
4.8% alcohol, and what's really funny is it says 11.16 fluid ounces. So I don't know what milliliters that comes out to, but...
I don't know either, but I want my ounce. Right. I want my ounce back. I want 12 ounces, baby.
Exactly. All right, pop me open.
Let's open this sucker up.
So, and if you're a crown cap collector, that's actually a pretty cool cap too. So let's see what we got here. To be honest, I'm not.
That's darker than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I'm not expecting this to be like just some phenomenal, amazing beer. When you pour it, it pours a tiny bit of head and it goes away real quick, but it does leave a bunch of bubbles in the glass. So, it smells really sweet.
It does smell sweet.
Now, I have had this beer before, but it was like 10 years ago.
I have it. That's different.
That's really sweet. And a little maltier than I anticipated.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really taste like a beer.
No,
it's beer, but it doesn't taste like our American beers, of course. It tasted more like a beer flavored drink,
or almost like a wine.
Kinda. There's not as much carbonation as what you see. I don't know if the bottle is old or
I don't know.
The label's not that age, so I don't think it's that old. But yeah, there's not near as much carbonation as a lot of American beers.
I mean, I got it at a World Market. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't taste bad, but it's definitely strange.
Yeah, it's a very meh beer.
Yeah,
to me it is. To me, there's nothing exciting about it.
But the problem is there's nothing bad.
No, it's not like I absolutely hate this about it. There's nothing that really turns me off.
No. There is a strange...
It tastes cheap.
Yeah, there's a
strange... tastes China cheap.
Little... Almost not necessarily an aftertaste, but there's like a second note.
That's what I was saying. It tasted more like a drink.
Yeah. Like
a beer drink. It's the difference between chocolate milk and chocolate drink?
Or
that's like a beer drink.
If you've ever had that Mexican champagne soda.
What?
Well, I've seen that.
I'm not going to try that.
It's at convenience stores. Sometimes. But, I don't know, it almost has a chemical smell. Do you think? I don't know. But definitely, it's sweet. But, like I said from the get-go, you kind of buy that for the bottle.
Right. Definitely. It's a cool bottle.
It is neat. And it's one of those, so then when people go, what's one of the weirdest beers you've had? And you're like, have you had the one that was in the Buddha bottle? And then, then
there you go. Everybody knows what it is. It's the Buddha bottle.
So,
I can't pronounce it, but it's the Buddha bottle.
Yeah. There you go. So, well, let's go ahead and get into this. We rate our beers a little differently than some of the other channels do. So, what I do is, first off, did you dig it?
Meh.
Yeah, neither good nor bad. Would you buy another? If I wanted another bottle.
Not if you give me this bottle. I'll just put this one on the shelf and save myself the trouble.
It's the novelty. And then, would you buy a 6-pack? No. I wouldn't buy a 6-pack of it. And especially, like when I say, would you buy another, if you were if I was at a bar and it was on the menu where I can't keep the beer bottle, no, I'm not. I'm definitely not going to order it if I can't keep the bottle. And then, so we rate everything in 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. What do you give it?
Man, I can't even give it a 5, man. It's a 4.
Told you.
That is a 4 all day long.
Okay, here's my problem. The beer's a 4 and the bottle's 1, so it's a 5.
The bottle's 1?
Yeah, the bottle's 1. It adds 1 to it. Just the novelty
okay,
of
there
it.
you go. I can agree with that.
The fact that I get an interesting
Yeah.
bottle and I get a nice crown cap, which I do collect crown caps. I make tables out of them, crap like that. But yeah, I mean, the beer's a 4. The experience is a 5. But the second time, it wouldn't be that much of an experience. So yeah.
Well, there you have it.
Well, and to your next beer adventure. Cheers.
Cheers.